Macho, John, Ned, and Juanito sitting in my doorway in the north end of the little pueblo of Akumal, where my landlord was here cleaning up and getting things kind of shipshape for the party I'm having on Sunday. And this is installment 3 of the whole topic of how do you decide who's good for you and who is dangerous for you. It's not simple. And nobody outside of spirit is a reliable guide. Don't trust what people tell you about who's good for you and who's dangerous. You have to find out for yourself. Now I want to talk about Andreas, who's a expat, wonderful English speaker. I think he's German and he's been in Akumal 4 years. I thought, wow, he's a real find. Well, careful. I spent several hours with Andreas as he took me around down by the beach and showed me some cool features that I didn't know were there and taught me some of the history of the area, which was very helpful. But one of the very first things he said to me, and he, having been here longer, was clearly wanting to be my guide and teacher around how to understand Akumal. When I said how sweet and tranquil it is, he said, I could send you to a YouTube channel where you'd change your mind about that, all the drug disappearances that happen in this town. And I said, no, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to fill my head with all that crap and craziness. I don't think I said it that strong, but by the end of the day, I was wanting to. Because a guy who believes in positivity and you get back what you give out, actually over the course of several hours with him, I realized was riddled with anger and fear. He spent so much of his time in anger and fear. And I got exhausted with trying to bat back all the crazy things he was saying. Whom he didn't like, he would play up to me like, well, obviously you're a lot deeper spiritually than I. And I would go low and say, no, the main thing that makes me wise is that I know what I don't know. But I actually really went, oh God, this guy's trouble. And I decided by the end of the day that if he were to want to spend more time with me, I would say to him, I pull George Gurdjieff. George Gurdjieff, when the guy wanted to study with the great Russian mystic, he said, you've got this addiction to smoking. Go away and beat that, and then come back and we'll talk. He came back a year later and said, okay, I've gone a year without smoking. Gurdjieff pulled out a beautiful pearl inlaid box and offered him a cigarette, fine French cigarette. I said, what are you doing? You said I can't smoke. Gurdjieff said, no. I said, your addiction to smoking is the issue. And you beat that, so now you can smoke, no problem. So I was going to pull a Gurdjieff with Andreas and say, spend a week looking at how much time you spend in states of fear and anger, and how all the ways you are trashing your own consciousness. If you get horrified by that and decide you really want my help to get you out of that, then I'll work with you. But otherwise, if it's me trying to convince you, no, I'm not going to waste my time. But actually, I've mostly not seen him, and when I see him, I dodge away from him. I avoid running into him because he's bad news for me. But even I did not get that by my own little teeny brain. Life said to me, do you see? Look, you came home from being with that guy and you're scared of the noises of the night. He's contaminated you. You're infected with that crap. It's ongoing.